a world consumed by corruption, a divine warning ignored, and one man chosen to save humanity. Noah, the man who defied the odds, built the greatest survival vessel in history and reshaped the future of mankind. How did he do it? What powers and abilities made Noah the ultimate survivor? Divine favor and righteousness. Noah stands as a lone beacon of faith in a corrupt world, bathed in divine light as storm clouds swirl above. His eyes reflect wisdom and unwavering devotion, embodying God's chosen servant. The ark looms behind him, a testament to his obedience, while animals gather peacefully, symbolizing divine favor. Chosen by God, Noah is described as a righteous man, blameless among the people of his time, and he walked faithfully with God. In a world filled with corruption and violence, Noah was unique in his faith and obedience. His righteousness did not mean he was sinless, but that he sought to follow God's will and maintain moral integrity. Because of his faithfulness, God chose Noah to be the one to preserve humanity and the animal kingdom through the great flood. Receive divine revelation. Unlike others in his generation, Noah was in direct communication with God. God revealed his plan to destroy the earth with a flood and instructed Noah to build the ark. The instructions included specific details about the ark size, materials, gopher wood, and compartments. Noah did not question or resist God's command but followed every detail, showcasing his trust in divine wisdom. Engineering and construction skills. Amidst towering wooden beams, Noah oversees the ark's construction with precision. Holding blueprints or measuring tools, he directs workers as they hammer and carve, transforming divine instructions into reality. The ark, massive and intricate, stands as a masterpiece of faith-driven engineering. Built the ark, Noah had to construct an enormous wooden vessel measuring 300 cubits long for 50 feet / 137 meters, 50 cubits wide, 75 feet / 23 meters, and 30 cubits high, 45 feet / 14 meters. This ship was capable of housing Noah's family, 8 people, thousands of animals, and food supplies. Given the era, building such a structure without modern tools or machinery highlights remarkable craftsmanship. Architectural precision. The ark's shape and dimensions resemble a stable barge, designed for floating rather than speed or maneuverability. It was built to endure rough waves and maintain balance, allowing for long-term survival. The precise construction suggests Noah had advanced knowledge of woodworking, measurement, and shipbuilding. Resource management. Gathering enough gopher wood, now unknown type of timber, and preparing tools for cutting, shaping, and assembling the ark required exceptional planning. Noah had to stockpile large amounts of food and drinking water for both humans and animals, ensuring their survival for over a year. The organization of space within the ark, dividing it into rooms and levels, demonstrates strategic planning. Survival and crisis management. The ark battles towering waves as a relentless storm rages. Inside, Noah tends to the animals, rations supplies, and ensures order among his family. His calm resolve and foresight turn chaos into survival, proving his wisdom in navigating the greatest crisis in history. Prepared for global catastrophe. God commanded Noah to bring a pair of every unclean animal and 7 pairs of every clean animal, along with food supplies. Noah had to predict long-term survival needs, securing enough provisions before the floodwaters came. His ability to store and preserve food ensured that both his family and the animals could last until the flood receded. Maintained order on the ark. Managing a floating sanctuary for a full year required strict organization. Animals had to be kept in separate enclosures to prevent conflict and ensure proper care. Sanitation and waste management were crucial to maintaining livable conditions. The daily feeding and watering of animals meant establishing a routine. Navigated the flood. Though the ark had no sails or rudders, Noah had to trust that God would guide it safely. Surviving on the ark for an entire year, while witnessing the destruction of the world, required immense patience and faith. After the flood, Noah sent out a raven and a dove to check if the land was dry, showing his use of observational skills and navigation. Leadership and faithfulness. Noah stands before his family, his presence exuding strength and conviction. Despite ridicule, he remains steadfast, guiding them with unwavering faith. His leadership is not just in action but in trust. His belief in God's promise inspires those around him to endure. Spiritual leadership. Noah is called a preacher of righteousness. He warned people of the coming judgment, but they ignore him, highlighting his perseverance despite rejection. His dedication to God's command set an example for future generations. Family guidance. Noah led his wife, 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and their wives through the flood. He ensured their survival and helped them transition into the post-flood world. His obedience resulted in his family being the only human survivors, effectively restarting humanity. Obedience to God's commands. Noah followed every instruction from God without hesitation, unlike many other biblical figures who doubted or questioned divine commands. Example, Moses, Jonah. Even in the face of mockery from his generation, he remained steadfast in building the ark. Agricultural and settlement skills. As the floodwaters recede, Noah steps onto fertile ground, planting the first vineyard. His hands work the soil, symbolizing renewal and a new beginning. The land flourishes under his care, marking the transition from survival to settlement and the dawn of a restored world. Began farming post-flood. After leaving the ark, Noah became the first recorded farmer in the Bible. He planted a vineyard, signifying the beginning of agricultural development in the New World. Cultivating crops required knowledge of soil, climate, and irrigation. Understanding of animal care. Noah had to take care of various species for over a year, ensuring their health and well-being. His experience on the ark likely gave him insights into domestication and animal husbandry. Post-flood, he and his family would have had to re-establish animal populations for farming and food sources. Covenant-making and divine blessing. Standing beneath a brilliant rainbow, Noah gazes at the sky, humbled by God's promise. His family gathers around him, witnessing the divine covenant. The air is filled with warmth and renewal, as the rainbow becomes a lasting symbol of faith, grace, and the bond between God and humanity. Receive God's covenant. After the flood, God made a promise never to destroy the earth by water again. This is the first recorded covenant in the Bible, signifying a new era of divine-human relations. The rainbow became a symbol of this eternal promise. Ancestor of nations. Noah's 3 sons became the forefathers of different nations. Shem, ancestor of the Israelites, Arabs, and other Semitic peoples. Ham, ancestor of Canaanites, Egyptians, and some African and Middle Eastern groups. Japheth, ancestor of European and Indo-European peoples. His descendants repopulate the earth, shaping the post-flood world. Noah's story is one of faith, resilience, and purpose. He built the ark, survived the great flood, and became the father of nations, all through obedience and unwavering trust. His legacy is not just about survival. It's about courage, wisdom, and the power of faith. Subscribe to Mighty Hub and stay mighty.